Hello and welcome to this practical hands-on session on exploring Microsoft 365 business requirements. And in this video, we will analyze different Microsoft 365 plans, assess business needs, and perform live configurations inside the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So let's begin. As you know, Microsoft 365 offers multiple plans catering to businesses of all size, like business basic, ideal for startups. Then you have the different one, the business premium that provides advanced security and device management. And for the enterprise plans like E3 or the E5 that offer enhanced compliance and security features for larger organizations. And here, if you access the link to see the products and the features that you're going to have once you have the specific license and plans for your business. So I guess this link and the Microsoft portals and Microsoft documentation is enough to understand that where the Microsoft product can be customized and would be useful for you, and which specific plan will really suit you, will be ideal for your business environment. Because I didn't create the presentation or PPT kind of thing to explain all that stuff, and because it is well presented over the Microsoft forums. So you should visit and you should just check it out and just look out the whole list of products and features, and you can see that the basic business plan contains this much products and features and different sort of offerings. And here you can see apps and services to kickstart your business, including all these, and it goes on to the requirement. And all you need to do is to first analyze that what you require and in which category your business lies and will be totally fit against the Microsoft plans. Now to assess the business needs and compliance, you need to log on and navigate to the compliance.microsoft.com to explore the compliance features. But right now you can see that the previous portal has been retired, then it will automatically navigate you to the new portal where you can manage and understand these requirements. Because when choosing a Microsoft 365 plan, businesses must consider their security, compliance, and collaboration needs. For instance, healthcare organizations may require the HIPAA compliance, while the financial firms require the advanced data protection. So you need to be sure about it. And to access the admin.microsoft.com and to further verify and assess your need according to the Microsoft product offering, you should visit to the admin.microsoft.com and you can create your trial account first to understand the features and the offerings that the Microsoft have. And here you can explore the dashboard like that, and it's more than easy to just use the basic feature of Microsoft 365 Admin Center, because the Microsoft 365 Admin Center is the control hub for managing users, licenses, and security settings. And here you can see that the admin can monitor service health, configure policies, and enforce compliance measures. So to achieve that, click to show all. And if you go to the report and go to the usage, so you will easily keep track on the user activity. You can monitor the service health, the current policies, and the enforce compliant measures. You can all track from here. And in the same way, you can set up users and all that stuff. But for this specific video, if you want to configure custom security group for role-based access, because instead of assigning admin roles individually, we can use security groups to enforce RBAC, and this ensures minimal privileges for better security. So to access that, you need to access the entra.microsoft.com in the same way you access the other portals, and it will directly navigate you to the Microsoft Entra ID portal. And right here from this portal, from Microsoft Entra Admin Center, you can manage group, you can create, the security groups for your environment, and you can click to all groups, and then it will start giving you the options to create different security groups. You can assign a specific role to the group, and you can keep on adding the users that you really wanted to have all these privileges regarding the Microsoft 365 environment. So what's going to happen that whatever user you'll add in that specific group will have all the rights. So you can create any group, but you need to be sure and you need to know that which security group type you're going to select. So if you go with the Microsoft 365, so this will be totally different environment. But if you go with the security, then it will serve best for you. Now here, let's say if we create the IT admin groups, and we can leave the description, and here we can assign and set up custom roles, because currently it asks you, if you go for the security group, here you have the privilege to set up the dynamic user or the dynamic device, which later on we will explore all these kind of groups and how this will help you to onboard the new user account in your Entra ID environment. But we will look at this later in the video in totally depth. But currently, if you go with the assign, so here you can set up the members to the group right away, and you can set up the roles right away. And this assignment actually take the actions to just, because what happens that your group can become the part of a whole major group. So this security group and the other group works at the hierarchy of roles and RBAC assignment. And in the same way, you can do what you can set up and enforce conditional access for high risk sign-ins. So you need to go where you need to click to the all user, and here you need to select the sign-in risk, and let's locate the option. So I guess after rebranding, this option is no longer available under all user, but it was available before, and now it comes under the protection. On the left you can see that when you expand the protection option from there, so you will see the conditional access. So they gave you the whole separate portal and option to create the conditional access policy for your user and for your specific Entra ID identities. And here you can define the policy, then you can select the target resource, or you can, if you wanted to select the specific user, so you can add that such user here, and then the policy will be start taking action for that specific user. And here you can define the condition according to the risk, like the user risk. User risk level is the likelihood that the user account is compromised. Sign-in risk level is the likelihood that the sign-in session is compromised. So you can define and you can select any risk from here, like the insider risk, assess the user risky data related activity in Microsoft Purview, insider risk management, or the device platform. You can set up the device that this device, specific device, could not be used to get login to sign in over your Microsoft 365 accounts. So you can define that one as well, or the client app, or you can set up the location. And that's what we were talking about, that here it allow any network or location. Then you can go for the all trusted networking location, or you can make your selections like which specific ranges that you allow and that you don't allow to get access to your Microsoft environment. And in the same way you can set up the exclude, that if you define the policy, so you can create the policy in two ways. When you define the includes, so the policy will work out for all those who are included, and when you define the excludes, so the policy will not work for those who are excluded from the policy. So this how it works. You can create, like in the firewall environment where the implicit deny works, so you can create The policy that works like the implicit deny that everything that is not defined will not work. So you need to enable and you need to add some user or exclude some user from your policy. So it works in both ways. Well, in this video, we have explored the Microsoft 365 business requirements, and we have configured the user account and implemented a security policy to ensure an effective Microsoft 365 deployment. A business should regularly review and read the security settings, update compliance policies, and leverage Intune for device management. Thanks for watching.